Yeah, all right. So this series of discussions will be a kind of it's unplanned or let's say random thought which just arises in mind and you start to discuss and ponder over that. So yesterday we have talked about the difficulty of understanding the consciousness using modern science, right? So and we have narrated or let's say we have described what could be the possible difficulties where modern science will fail to penetrate into the deeper aspect of consciousness, right? And we have discussed about the multiple layers of reality which imposes certain limitation on intelligence to really understand the things which lies somewhere out there deep inside the consciousness, right? So today kind of some of the thoughts that comes in mind is that the the way the modern science investigate this problem to get the clue about from where it is originating, right? The real tough question is about origin of consciousness. This maybe some extent we have understood what are the different aspects of consciousness as it manifests in our day-to-day life activities or in our day-to-day like behavior, right? So the modern science, the approach of modern science, goes from the outside, right? So outside means that whatever we could able to see through our eyes or whatever we could able to perceive through the different senses that we have got, right? Not just the senses, we also use the instrument, a high profile instrument, a computational device or some different experimental device which help us to see the things more closely and more minutely. So this is what is the approach. The similarly for the consciousness also the same approach has been taken by the science, and therefore we have started investigating from the outside of the thing. So for example, so we have the capability to see the physical object. So in some of the physical object, at least we have got the clue that the consciousness that I could able to feel is probably coming somewhere from within myself. And when I look at physically from outside, I find I'm a it's like a human body, or let's say human anatomy. So therefore I starts to analyze this human body or human, that's by bisecting it, kind of kind of layer by layer I try to uncover it. And therefore the one of the place where we have really got a clue probably, and we felt like that is the through the, it may be the root or it may be the place from where the consciousness is originating as far as the understanding of modern science is concerned, and that place is the brain, right? And this place is the brain, that the brain which we have got inside our brain. And if you look at inside our brain, it is not just it is a system, right? It is a system, and the system means there will be different parts, there will be different components, right? And basically those different parts are not isolated, probably they operate in very orchestrated way or the coordinated way. The word orchestration, I mean the orchestra or orchestration, has been coined by Roger Penrose and his colleague, right, Stuart Hameroff, in one of their experiment where they try to investigate the same problem of from where the consciousness could have been arising. But the point that we wanted to see is that so far whatever has investigation has been made, it gives a certain clue that looks like, okay, the consciousness might be arising from amygdala, or consciousness might be like emerging from prefrontal cortex, or consciousness might be like kind of emerging due to the plasticity nature of the brain. So these are the different aspect of brain kind of we have investigated and we have been investigating. However, so far the question of origins, right, from the question of origin has not been traced out. So different So when you try to look for the origin from where it is originating, so the way we investigate in modern science is that the understanding which is driving the investigation in modern science is this way, that it says that maybe it is a coordinated coordinated property, or let's say emergent property of the brain. So which means that different organ of the brain coordinate differently at a different point of time, and which gives rise to this the interesting property of awareness, or the feelings, the deep feelings, okay, or the self-awareness for matter, or the cognizance, etc. However, today so far we have not yet been able to pinpoint that, okay, this is the, there are counter example for whatever the experiment, whatever the phenomena so far have been established, and there are counter example for that. For example, we may say that like there was a theory which says that consciousness emerges from the amygdala, and it has been observed in some of the cases that even that part of the brain is damaged or some completely dysfunctional, still the patient was able to, patient was able to exhibit the behavior which were attributed to consciousness. So such kind of evidence, or such kind of, these are not the evidence, rather we say such kind of cases have also, have also have also arise, like have also appeared, and therefore it's like force us to think little differently, right? So that is the status of understanding the consciousness through the root of the brain, right? However, if you look at our Vedic literature, let's say Bhagavad Gita or the Srimad Bhagavatam, it clearly gives, at least Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatams are not very confused or selected. It is very clear, and it classify the reality into two part. One is the matter and another the spirit. And all those things, whatever we are having, for the ability to able to perceive the like senses through the instrument, these senses are like instrument for us. Senses of the brain, they are physical in nature. So beyond this, there are the spiritual nature, and the consciousness actually belong to those part of the area. So therefore, in the yesterday's lecture also, yesterday discussion also, we have been discussing about this particular aspect, that why the modern science, which is particularly investigating the brain, will not be really able to understand what the consciousness is. However, it is very interesting to see that kind of it is like, searching the entire surface of the brain. At the end of the day, we say that no, this is not the right place. It is not here that we have investigated each and everything. So ultimately it is going to happen that, right, because our approach is so the science will definitely take a lot of time to conclusively say that, or conclusively say that brain is not the origin of consciousness, right? So this is what for the today. So we will further investigate the same problem based on the understanding. I'm calling it as a flash understanding, or the random understanding. So whatever the ideas comes into our mind, so just to put forth on the discuss. Thank you very much.